My name is Pamela McGee. I've got multiple sclerosis and also metastatic breast cancer. And metastatic breast cancer is really a tick on the behind of MS. MS is far worse. It gives me a forum to improve my life with MS. I find that I get better medical information off of the thread many times than I get from my doctors, and I've got some Class A doctors.
I'm John Novak. I'm Director of Communications at Inspire. What I see, both in talking to medical professionals who are, shall we say, friendly toward empowered patients, some of them actually, I've heard, push their patients toward joining a support group of that nature. The reality is the doctor isn't going to sit with them for 45 minutes and answer all those questions or let them vent.
It gives us a forum to discuss symptoms and how to manage symptoms to improve my life with MS.
How do you know the people you're talking to have good advice? I mean, do you vet them properly?
Yeah, you've got to. You never buy anything wholesale. You have to, you judge a poster. You get to know a poster. You get to know who's full of, and who's fairly accurate. And also, if push comes to shove, check with your neurologist. I mean, they're there for a reason. Oftentimes,
someone will come on there and say, "I'm having a really lousy day. My kid who was born premature and has these disabilities, nothing's going right." Now, that's not a question. That's not saying, "Please find me an answer." But others will weigh in and say, "I hear you." We have a preemie support group that is one of my favorites because. It's mostly mothers, but there's some fathers, but they are so giving and sharing of their experiences of what is working and what is not, and they celebrate each other's successes and they mourn each other's losses. Babies die on there, and they write about it.
My name is Dan Childs, and I am the coordinating producer in charge of the health section for abcnews.com. Anything that we can do to kind of meet who's out there and see what they're looking for, I think is tremendously valuable, both for us as journalists as well as hopefully for the patients involved as well as the public as a whole. This man by the name of Jim Stanicki, and he had an amazing story. He's actually dying of lung cancer, and he had become a hospice patient. But because of his experiences and his desire to share his experiences, he became very active in this online community. The last story that we did about him was he had transitioned from being just a patient at the hospice to actually working at the hospice and helping other patients who were coming in deal with their particular situations.
We have 1,000 people in an encephalitis support group that's wonderful. And it is extremely active for its size. It's engaged, and again, the only people in there are the people who have a spouse or a loved one with encephalitis, and the conversation is real. The connections are deep, and some of our rare disease communities are some of my favorite as well for that reason.
These are the people that will go online and will say, "What's going on? What am I experiencing? Is anyone else experiencing this?" And you get some of the most amazing stories.
But quite frankly, it's not just about MS. It's a political forum. I've got knockdown, drag-out fights. Sometimes it's fun. It's actually kept my mental skills in top form. We do a lot of teaching, and that's giving back.